Wonder
Tune
how
in.
well Roll20 will work off of...
Master music volume level.
I'm currently tethering off of my phone data because I'm doing this for you, not Bob, because my internet just decided to, of course, on when we were going to run the game, not work because they're doing schedule maintenance.
Absolutely haram.
You're absolutely fucking haram.
Haram Bay. Oh, shit.
Single tier. Balls out for Bantu.
Except for Bant.
Balls out for Bantu.
Radio. We're already started.
Ready to rock? All started? Tom, you here?
Thomas?
No, I'm not here, but start.
Shit.
What a fucking
Okay.
dickhead.
So you gentlemen, last time on Dragon Ball Z, you killed a priest and learnt of a meeting place of some description.
Project,
He
Project
yelled
Hydra and Yamatetsu's involvement.
Hail Hydra.
Yes, he yelled a bunch of stuff, screamed, "Oh God, don't kill me!" The huge kind of stuff. And he gave you the address. We didn't give you address. He said the old church, and you did some research and found out the oldest church is...
Well, we didn't do some research. I told our employer, and our employer did the research on our behalf.
outsourcing. It's Saint-Germain-des-Prés church. It was built in like the year 600. So fucking really ancient. And then the city went into martial law, kinda, and they locked off the city central, and Knight Errant is on the scene now. So that's a thing.
That's cool.
So, do you guys want to start it off watching like the televisions, or do you want to just not pay attention?
My character wants to is very restless. I mean, if you guys wanted to really watch what's going on,
we kind of need to know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna be restless as fuck.
Yeah, but we can't just make...
Yeah, I know. I'm just fucking roleplay, Declan.
No, that's not a thing.
Fuck. You can't be like, that's illogical.
That is highly
But yeah.
illogical, Captain.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys do your thing. I'm just letting you know that I'm restless.
It's kind of in the back, just kind of mumbling. Oh God!
Punching holes in walls. What?
Printed out the picture of the Yamatetsu logo and is repeatedly punching it.
I don't know why I hate you. I just hate you so much. Okay, so you're watching one of the news bulletins, and it's cut to basically you're channel surfing. You're trying to get the latest maximum blade flick, straight to TV sort of movie, and then it just says breaking news, and oh fuck, I don't want to listen to this. So you swap channels, but then it's also
they're taking over our TV.
It's just all the media are currently at a press conference where the chief of Knight Errant, Robert Samuels, is currently holding a press conference, and he's in a very a dark suit, dark tie with the Knight Errant logo on his suit, and the tie is sort of digital camo, and it looks kind of classy. So he's standing. He walks up to a podium and announces that the city will be entering into martial law for the next 3 days, because of a terrorist organization, which they're not at liberty to discuss any more details about, killing the Archbishop of Paris, Claude René, and whose body was found earlier this morning. That's a lie!
Yep. What body?
And yeah, there's a curfew at 7 o'clock. And if you are outside, you will like suffer severe punishment because everyone should be acting like good citizens, and if you don't, well, then obviously you're a terrorist.
America?
Yep.
Kind of like police statey.
Any
And
military
like,
lockdowning slash cordon.
Yeah. So this sort of goes on for a bit, and he starts talking of policies and all that kind of stuff, and then like goes back to regular news, and it's cut to Lucas Blanc, the CEO of Yamatetsu, France, and he's absolutely furious that the police are allowed to do this, and like in an interview that he's like a journalist has just rushed up to him and said, "What are your opinions on the matter?" He has just like, he says, "This is an outrage. How can like a police force that's only been around for 2 weeks enact this kind of behavior? Don't they know how important the tourist sort of market is? It's going to do a crap load of damage to the industry. And this is all just useless politicking for nothing." The next sort of package of the news is Fleur Vadon has been sworn in as the new Minister of Interior, and the Parisian Pumas have won the Grand Prix at combat biking for this year.
Oh, joy. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, but that's sort of the news at the moment.
That's not what I had my money on. Damn, Ireland never sticks it when they need to.
Cheeky breaky.
This is what I get for putting my money on a bunch of Irish orcs and combat biking.
Should have voted on Elf.
Ireland's like Elf now. So, I'm sorry, Declan.
They're
Ireland's
still
shit now.
Ireland is a very small part. The elves are a very, very small part of the total population of Ireland. But they're not full elves. They happen to have usually like higher position.
And it
So
becomes another country.
So you guys are currently in your safe house-ish place in Paris, and just watching the news and browsing all that kind of stuff. The judge, what are you doing? Well, I assume like Echo's eating a kebab, just watching broadcasts.
Not much, honestly, dude.
Console me, Judge. Console me.
My character would console you naturally anyway, but if we want to roleplay that out, we can.
Yeah, definitely.
If you want.
I don't really care.
Right now,
I
I'm
honestly want to get to do the
right
mission.
now. I'm kind of no, fine. Jesus Christ, my immersion's gone.
Choo choo.
Choo choo. Roleplay, like fucking railroading my roleplay experience when you're not the GM.
Well, seeing as I can only play for an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not aware of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. Do you want to skip ahead to like legwork around the church or something?
I
we're
think
gonna work
Josh
out how
wants
to do
to.
that with a curfew.
Pretty sure Josh just wants to get to Yamatetsu, not the church.
Yeah, I want more answers about me.
Cool. Yeah. So the Yamatetsu HQ is in Paris, and it's only like 5 blocks away from the church, to be honest.
Oh.
It's cool. I'm gonna call my hacker friend and ask if he has any layouts or any of the blueprints for old France's sewage systems. They've not failed us in the past.
Roll me a negotiation if you can.
Sure.
Yeah, so you say, hey, can you get me the Parisian underground blueprints and stuff? And he takes about like 5 minutes, and the exchange is a lot more clinical than like even a couple of weeks ago. And it's just, you need data, he gives data, and there's very little banter, and you don't make a joke, he doesn't make a joke. It's kind of, if anyone else is watching the call, it feels kind of weird. But Yeah, no, you get the data. What kind of routes were you hoping for?
Well, considering they've closed off the center of France, we can either go by van to outside of the cordon zone and find an entry point near there, rather than having to slug through the tunnels and God knows what else. Although we do know some ghouls, so they may be able to escort.
Okay, so there is a tunnel system that goes under the main city of Paris. There's like the catacombs and all that kind of stuff, but the entry to them on like the city side will be blocked off and protected by knight errant to make sure no one's sneaking into those kind of places. They're not really looking for people trying to sneak out though, so you will be able to find a subterranean route pretty much almost anywhere in the city, except you can't get into like a facility. You'd get out on a street nearby a facility, if that makes sense.
That's fine, because we can always then sneak our way from there. We just need to be like, I wasn't planning on getting out of any exit points. I didn't think that the sewage system was going to like lead directly into a facility, but so long as it gets us within the cordon, within the center of France, then that's all we need, because we move around from there.
Yeah, you can definitely get into the center of France.
Most of our team is at this point invested in some Rithelium or Polymer
Yeah, I have that.
So
I haven't.
you haven't, but I have magic.
You've got fucking a full
plate.
plate covered in Rithelium.
No, I just got normal full plate, eh?
But yeah,
full
so
plate
I have
deflect
improved invisibility. So as long as there are no spirits, granted there probably will be spirits, but at the same time, depends. Because if we choose our exit points very carefully, we can inside off the street building, and we don't know how heavily their presence is going to have. How many boots they're going to have down on the street. Best case scenario, we can look at some of the buildings where the exit points are near. There might be on some old blueprints, if we look over them, a wall we can break down into to get into the basement of one of the buildings area.
Yeah,
Like we don't have two muscly, glistening, oiled up swordsmen.
Definitely like,
look over,
check
look
that
over.
out.
And like Thomas and I are like applying oil on each other.
Just like having a flex off.
I'm like, I heard
really
you were feeling a bit
funky.
sad. I'm just gonna help you by applying this
Oh yeah,
oil.
Hans, pass the oil.
Okay, so you can definitely do some legwork and check out sort of entry routes the day beforehand, like because the curfew's only at night. But if you do, you do notice there's a shitload of police, just plain clothes and otherwise, just sort of walking around and like making sure everyone's doing what they're doing, and they look on high alert. They also have like submachine guns that are hidden away from most of the tourists, but like for the just like trained eye, you can totally tell they're kind of big guns.
Yep. Yeah. They're definitely there in force. I mean, like, as long as we get in during the day, that means the lockout's done at night. But I mean, you can just travel around off the streets at night by using the systems. It also gives us a good exit route.
I mean, the security will still be more lax at night, though.
This is true. Yeah, it'll be slightly more lax, but they'll be more alert, if that makes sense.
Well, less manpower, more focused.
Yeah, exactly. Like the plainclothes police officers will like not be there, but the other guards will probably be.
The actually armed police officers will be there.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, we just need to go our way into our lovely church.
Alrighty.
Above ground, bit precarious because they have a lot. There's a lot of ways to spot us, considering your church is a hole as well.
I'm like not the best at sneaking. I mean, oh wait, no, I'm rolling like 11 dice. Never mind.
Yeah, you were right at sneaking.
Having high agility is pretty good.
Yes, pretty good, eh? Other than that, I mean, once we get inside, there's bound to be some more concerned about the magic woods.
Just, I mean, I can. How do you get rid of wards? Can you counterspell wards?
You technically can, but it can alert the spellcaster.
You just
Pretty
have
much
to,
always does alert them,
mean-
I'm pretty sure.
just have to
I
not
mean,
be like magically active.
that
faster.
maybe. Am I? Yeah, fair enough. Maybe we don't know that. I don't have knowledge of just magic. I just have spirits and only spirits.
Something you do recognize from the blueprints is that there is a very conspicuous black spot around the church. There's no tunnels that go near it.
Yeah, that's probably what we're looking at for where their bunker is. I mean,
Boo-woo.
these places usually have catacombs. Catacombs would probably become fairly expensive. Anyway, really asking any of the ghouls that live in. They would push them out now, but for any that were prior, they'd know about any or time.
This isn't sort of a place where ghouls kind of hang out because the tunnels around these parts tend to be very touristy. So there's a lot more just general security, making sure the infected don't get near.
Yeah. Anyone else have any ideas, thoughts?
Well, are we going to Yamatetsu or the church? You're talking about both at the
Yeah,
same time.
I thought
When they're both in the same area.
one. Yeah,
Mm.
I'm only like thinking about Yamatetsu.
Well, the thing is that if we do one first, it's going to heighten the security ridiculously of the other.
Yeah, so we might as well get the other. Yeah.
So, also, like, because it's a meeting or something that's happening, wouldn't they just bail on the meeting?
Yeah.
I mean, actually, if we attack Yamatetsu, the meeting may never happen.
Yeah, well, the
Whatever
thing is,
this
the
meeting is.
Yamatetsu's HQ isn't going anywhere, so we can always come back to that.
But my character is always like, he is really making a scene about it. Like, I know that logically, but my character is like, fucking, this is my entire life.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, here's the decision time. Do you go for Yamatetsu to figure out what happens behind Bluey? And what does Project Hydra mean? Or do you go to the church and find out what they are meeting there?
Like, we've earned so much money already that we could probably retire on like permanent. I don't know. Well, some of
Well,
us.
We're mid-job, and the thing is that the Project Hydra could lead us to where we need to go anyway.
Well, we know they still have a connection with it.
Yeah, there's already a connection anyway. And
Whereas, like, if we go to Yamatetsu, we don't really know who we're looking for or what we're searching for. This could help refine what you're actually going for.
like, I'm much more concerned about Project
Plus,
Hydra than the job right now.
The reason
'Cause-
most likely the reason the security's even been heightened around that area isn't because of Yamatetsu, but because of the meeting that's going to take place there. So, the sooner we deal with that, the less likely there'll be more security focused on there. permanently, meaning it would be easier for us to get into Yamatetsu.
Well, we don't know these things. It's also because with security could be high. Very large profile people have gone missing / died.
Considering Yamatetsu was publicly spoke against this, I would that's the say it. I don't think it's necessarily for the corporations to handle the way.
That being said, though, when I think about it, my character's not that smart though, so it's whatever. Out of character, I'm like, either way, if we get the jump on them in the meeting, they could probably just lead us to more information to do with Yamatetsu.
Yeah.
But like
My character tells your character this.
yes, and then I go, oh, I
That's what I
really
was
come to this
saying.
realization. Yeah, no, I completely understood the logical reasons, and I agreed with you out of character. But my character doesn't is very emotionally driven at the moment, trying to understand all these new feelings and how powerful they are.
I reckon Declan, your character, can probably convince Bluey that Project Hydra can be found later and all that kind of stuff. So you can convince him to do what you want, you psychopath.
The more we dig deeper into this other government conspiracy, the more likely we will find information about Yamatetsu and Project Hydra.
Yeah, well, again,
it seems they're linked inherently anyway.
Plus, thing they are linked inherently. Plus, there's the possibility that we can always get more information out of the people at the meeting, or even directly meet the person that was handling your operation.
Yeah, we just keep our target alive and question them.
Pretty much, we just do the job well, and that's all that matters.
Alright, so we all unanimously agree after some conflict to check out just forget about the Yamatetsu thing for now and look into the cathedral or church or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So,
Agreed.
with that being our target, do any of you have any ideas or thoughts upon how we should approach this matter?
We're the cleaning crew. No.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to work this time.
No.
I think the sewers is probably going to be our best bet.
Well,
Stealthing isn't exactly my forte.
Well, no,
Yeah, I'm not.
A degree of subtlety is required, but I believe that the sewers eliminates, or at least gets us closer to the target, so that we don't have to employ as much of it.
No, the sewers are a given. Like, we've done that.
Yeah.
That's done. Next step.
So the sewer exit, the closest you can get is across the road from the church. And from what you can tell, there are 3 knight errant officers who are patrolling the front of the church.
Not to mention cameras everywhere, probably.
Yes.
Considering this is a hotspot for tourism, are there any moment area?
There is a hotel, like 3 buildings down the street, which is also close to a sewer entrance, yes. Actually, the catacombs come up into the basement of that building. Like, there is a ladder into that.
Well, that sounds like a good place to start. Besides, underground will be less likely to run into spirits than we are above.
Is that the catacombs of the sewers or the possible catacombs of the church?
The sewers.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
I mean, we know that they're having their thing. We know roughly that it's underneath the church, and having a look at the old maps, we have a pretty good idea of where it's located. We have an entry, and we also have an exit point, technically, sewers. Anyone think of anything else that you might need to prepare for?
Our exit is going to be the problem.
Just the
It's going to
exit,
get
getaway.
loud. It's going to get messy.
We don't have that helicopter anymore.
but getting away is going to be next to impossible. Knight Errant will swarm us.
This is like past high threat response. It's like immediate.
Fantastic.
They might actually have people near sewer entrances, so they might be able to get to us incredibly quickly in corners. And
Where's that VTOL when we needed it?
yeah, we need a VTOL. It'd be way better.
While that is true that they're probably going to have people posted in the sewers, the numbers down in the sewers will most likely not be too high. They also don't know what exit points we're going to be taking, and so long as
What's the loyalty of your girlfriend?
high. It's a ghoul we feed people.
Yeah, he is not going
Five
to.
or six.
He's not going to risk his life for you.
He's not loyalty 5 or 6.
No.
Oh.
Just fucking Davo.
Why isn't he like your best friend for life? Damn it! All right, well we can't have an army of ghouls fight to the death for us. Scratch that
seems
idea.
like a bit of a stupid plan.
Hey, fucking don't. It's almost as good as Bum Rush.
Oh, the Bum Rush.
The Bum
The
Rush.
ultimate way to fuck shit up. Mob mine a bunch of hobos and then attack a facility.
Yeah, just make them charge in and be like a giant meat shield for you and just like cause mass panic.
Jesus, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's the
All right.
best pink mohawk idea.
But what is your
you,
plan, boys?
Alternatively, we
man.
can just a distraction, draw their attention away from where we're going to be going and leaving.
Like a breach in the Yamatetsu.
I was going to say more like a nice explosion happening in one of the buildings.
In the Yamatetsu building. I don't want to destroy this thing. We could blow up the hotel we're in.
Totally could.
That also, I mean, like, I'd prefer to not do that, but
No, you just fucking tell everyone beforehand that. Be like, yo, guys, this place is gonna blow. Get out.
You could just chuck a couple like fragmentation grenades, chuck them in a hotel room, and like set them to a time detonator.
They're
Like
not
an
gonna.
empty
Yeah,
hotel room.
that's
And-
not even. Yeah, it won't cause much structural any.
I was
like,
thinking
next-
about more just
It'll
like
cause
'cause
surface damage.
I was gonna say that like more that like there are also cars on the street, like regardless of the quarantine, there's gonna be cars flying.
reckon-
Just like
I'm totally fine with frag grenades in a room because like think about like the current high security and like really like so close to the meeting and stuff. They're just gonna swarm on that straight
exactly.
away.
I mean,
Like
I'll
just
tell-
it's simple.
we also have a rigger who is here, air quotation marks. I'm sure he
Yeah, I
would
can
be
advocate for
also.
it.
I'm also sure it'd be pretty easy for us to just buy a couple of cheap guns and then basically just build a mechanism that like pulls it and shoots out a window. You know, kind of just
You mean like a
shoots people.
smart gun platform?
Yeah, just like a smart gun platform. Because again, that gives the impression as well that not only are there things going off, but there are also armed threats going on, which will, especially, you know, it's not exactly hard, it's not exactly expensive, and it also keeps that attention focused there for longer.
Though the thing is, right, like once they realize what's going on, they're gonna like suddenly their attention's gonna go straight back to that meeting and just swarm.
Yeah, but they still have
That's
to,
gonna
like,
happen regardless, to be honest.
But like the distraction isn't for us to get into the meeting; it's for us to get out.
I don't know. Like, I mean, getting in just requires us to be stealthy and successful at it.
Quicker than they
Yeah,
are.
quick and stealthy. That's pretty much it.
I mean, you can ask your hacker friend to suppress alarms, but that will only work for 1d6 minutes.
Which is still fine, because like again, even if we need to, we have two very strong people, and we can just bag people from the meeting, and then do what we need to do later on, like after we've moved them.
Yeah, so I'm thinking if we coordinate it, we all like let's talk about the perfect scenario. We coordinate it, we all sneak in without being seen with the suppressed alarms into the meeting, slay who we need, keep who we need alive, within the D6 minutes, bag the body up or like knock it out, carry it out with us at the same time that a distraction is caused and all their attention's like, holy fuck, gunfire. That's to say that like gunfire wasn't heard from within the building in the first place.
I mean, like, again, we depending on what the security is like and depending on how things go, all depends on what occurs.
I mean, if we could get like super high potent like gas sleep grenades and gas masks,
And difficult.
they're quiet, they cleared the room.
They're not the most quiet, but they're certainly quieter than gunfire. It depends on how long it takes for them to kick in is the problem.
The neurostun's a thing.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's right, neurostun's instant, isn't it?
Neurostun is pretty close to instant.
Yeah, and again, we have lovely Charlotte, who we can acquire things through, and I don't think that's going to be too difficult for her to acquire some neurostun grenades.
Neurostun? Yeah, for this one, like, she can, like, she'll take it out of your... She still needs to be paid, like,
That's
her
cool, I'll
organization
pay
is
for it, I got the
paid.
money.
Fucking, I spend, I don't know, too much money
It's
to get
operational
to
costs.
get like gas, like fucking like a gas canister onto my ballistic on my riot helmet or whatever. I don't know. I want.
I'm going to strap a gas grenade to my head.
I didn't say that. A gas canister for like breathing.
So we can go Neurostun 9, which is contact, 1 combat turn speed, does no penetration of armor, or like, no, it penetrates armor, doesn't penetrate like other stuff.
Vectors
But-
are inhale and touch.
It becomes inert after 1 minute.
It's fine.
That's all we need. We just want to be in and out.
They,
We
they
need to
just
get our
need
target.
they just need to be unconscious.
Cool. So you can buy 3 of those grenades.
Be enough.
One each.
I mean, if we use it carefully and don't give it to
I've got 9. I'll be. I don't have the skill throwing. Tom, do you have throwing?
Yeah, I do.
yeah. So Tom,
I'll be
should
rolling.
Hold on to.
I'll be rolling 8 dice.
I roll 9 with throwing.
All right,
two
I'll
for
have
Tom,
one.
one for
yeah.
you.
Okay. So now
also wanted
we
to pick
want
up
we
some-
we want a vehicle.
Well, I mean,
A
we
getaway
already
vehicle.
have a vehicle, and we can have that
Yeah,
waiting outside.
just need,
of what
like-
we need.
Yep.
You'd hope, yeah.
Well, because like once we get down into the sewers, we can just go to a certain point outside of the outside of the zone, and then just go up.
Yeah, if we exit through the sewers again, assuming that worked,
Cool. So, from what I gather, your plan is you're going to gas grenade the people outside. Then, like, the Decker is going to suppress any alarms that happen for 1d6 minutes. You're going to get in there, figure out what the fuck is happening in there, get out quick, and then escape away in a car or get back into the sewers and try and escape that way.
Well, I mean, like going underground keeps us off of the streets and out of the camera's sight. Is the thing. Then we just can pop up again out of the street, hop into a van, and then just take off.
if only we had a flyby
that's-
drone.
That's
to
my
get in
thought
on the
process.
meeting. Or the fly spy drone. But yeah, all right. I mean, it's quick and messy, and we won't hear in
We don't
on the
have
meeting.
the luxury of anything else, though. So
Yeah.
what this is like usually we have the opportunity to take our time and interrogate while there, whereas this time we're using blitzkrieg tactics of hit hard, hit fast, and then disappear before they can react. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get
I
in,
think, yeah.
get the package, get out, and then be gone. That's it. We can always do interrogation and other things elsewhere.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah.
I mean, like,
Cool.
if you really want to fail safe, we could also perhaps bring some explosives in a duffel bag to destabilize and like collapse the exit tunnel we use. They really do come at us en masse behind, collapse the tunnel behind us.
Cool. So, do you want me to skip ahead to the night, Midsummer's Eve?
Yeah, sure. Let's go to the solstice. I can't think of anything else
What I'm doing.
to do. Get the gear that we need, and
So today is the summer solstice, Midsummer's Eve, the longest day in the year. At about 8 o'clock, the sun starts to set and darkness begins to surround the City of Lights. In the city center, even though it is still currently under like curfew, all of the other corporations still have their beautiful lights on, and it's still amazing to look at, bathed in neon and this like, you know, glow, which is, you know, light pollution as fuck, but looks pretty as shit. Tonight
Right.
is the night you begin. Tonight's the beginning of the end. Tonight you will find answers to the questions that have been haunting you for months. And tonight is tonight is who lives and who dies.
Right, I'm just gonna quickly cut in and say we all have like gas masks and shit.
Yep.
or with Neurostun gas masks don't.
I guess we
You have
need
to have like
chemical,
fully sealed suits because it's also it's a touch vector, and that's what fucks you.
I mean, you can get chemical seal on my armor.
Yeah, no,
Um,
I'm just saying like, I'm just making sure you understand.
Yeah, I have chemical seal and fucking gas mask. I don't know about you guys.
I mean, I can just easily pick it up. It's not hard.
Yeah, we had 2 weeks downtime.
Or even it's as simple as even just picking up a hazmat suit that you can wear over the top.
Thing
Big
about
yellow
hazmat
dudes,
suits, they're
they
not
stick-
really stealthy.
They stick out.
So
Yeah.
you're trudging through the sewers of Paris, the stench of decay and feces and just is just penetrating your
Yes.
nostrils. It's dirty, it's disgusting, but it's your best option. You're no stranger to filth and this sort of like entry route. You've been walking for the past 20 minutes in almost silence as the oppression of this night sorts to get to you. Echo, you're not feeling as jokey, or like, no. The other two like notice that Echo isn't as jokey as he was months ago before he took this job. The judge
Obviously,
is
imposter.
pensive, almost in prayer, guiding, like his mental spirit is guiding him and offering protection. Hades is filled with anger and just this restless energy that he wants to let out to try and figure out what the hell Yamatetsu's doing, and this is just a like distraction for him. He wants knowledge. That's sort of right for everyone?
Yep.
So it's very sort of calm. You haven't seen your breaking and entering expert in the
He's
past
bailed.
3 days.
He's just got all that money and bailed.
He
You
went
assume the
he went on a
worst.
fucking bender.
You assume the worst has happened. It would happen eventually, and you're not sure if it's going to happen to you later. Eventually, after like half an hour of trudging through the muck, you come to the place. It's a ladder leading to a manhole that leads into the were you going to the street or the hotel?
I
Well,
mean,
we start off in the hotel.
We have to set up in the hotel.
Yeah, so you enter the hotel. Its business isn't really big tonight. There's one guy just sort of at the entry to the hotel who's just kind of on his PDA because there's no business. All like the tourists who are here are confined to their rooms, and knight errant, you see 2 officers are stationed almost directly outside, making sure no one leaves and no one enters. Your exit is like down the stairs, so you can poke your head around and a corner and up the stairs a bit to see the lobby and see it empty and see the outside exterior. And across from you, about 5 meters away, is an elevator. You can also just take the stairs, which just continue around.
I mean, the staircases and the doors to the stairs out of memory aren't a. There's also any cameras in the either.
Why don't we
There
just set
may-
the distraction here?
Yeah, I mean, like we can just set it here and here,
Yeah.
like, right here works as well.
Yeah, and it stops us from having to do multiple stealth runs to get upstairs for no reason.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, just do it here.
Yeah, the reason you would want it upstairs is because it would take longer for the knight errant officers to get there,
Spawned.
which could increase the.
If you like
effectiveness of
barricaded the fuck out of the door and shit, like that's waste time trying to break through it and shit.
I mean, if we wanted to get up in the rooms, why don't we come during the day? Just get a room, make
Well,
bombs.
thought
That's
that
what
was
if you-
I thought
Yeah,
that's
that
what we were
was-
doing.
Yeah, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
that-
Tom.
you've already got the We'll say you've already got the room set up. I
Fucking
sort of
hell.
assumed that when I asked when you coming up, I'm like, oh wait, are you going this plan, that one? So you can come out in the hotel, or you can 50 meters down in the sort of the end. You can come up in the street behind a few dumpsters that you've earlier in the day moved into a position where you could come out of the manhole and be hidden.
Is this so we can enter the church?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I guess that makes the most sense.
Yeah, so you're opposite the road from the church, and there's about 4 knight errant officers who are just patrolling and checking, and you hear them going, Vector 1, check, clear. Vector 2, check, clear. Skies, clear, over. Just constantly that sort of patrolling lingo.
80s check for spirits.
Oh, and they're speaking this in English, by the way.
in a specific American accent. Ooh.
No, it's more of a British accent, to be.
I don't understand English.
I do.
I get mad and I scream in
Um,
French. You fucking
alright.
idiots.
So
Scream
do
in
that.
French, Death Vault.
I go into Astral Sight and I'm gonna look for some watch your spirits and shit.
You immediately see there's some weird fucking voodoo coming from the church.
Mhm.
It's like a level 2 background count from 50 meters away, and you're already feeling it. That's
Oh.
some crazy stuff happening.
All right,
That's
I'm gonna.
cool.
Should I? Do I need to sense or anything? Or
I just
Um,
need you to search for spirits, basically.
There are no obvious spirits from just looking around. Sensing,
we'll
you would
pick them
see
up?
them if they were there. A sensing would look at the details of said spirits.
Oh, yeah,
There are
I get
no
that.
obvious ones outside at the moment.
The amount of barriers.
There does look like there is a mana barrier in the church, actually, which
Whoa.
makes it even stranger. The fact that there's enough mana leaking out from that place and affecting you.
Mhm.
I can, if we need to get across the street with saying and there are no spirits around, I can just cast invisibility on us so we can go across.
You'd hope so. Those
Well-
guards aren't awakened, are they? Do you want me to roll on those guards?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, that's why I said, that's why I was asking you to do a sense and look around.
Whatever.
God.
I got
These
like
guards are not awakened.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
I
the
got 6
guards are
hits.
not awakened.
I got 43 hits.
So, if you would like, I could do that. That'll certainly, because we have to turn it off as soon as we hit the mana barrier, but getting us to closer to our target is always good. So do that.
Cool. So you cover yourself in invisibility and you become translucent. Actually, I should have you roll the spell first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to. I just can't remember because I believe with improved invisibility and stuff like that. What is?
It stops cameras.
Yeah, I know, but what else is it? Does resisted by? Like, so if someone was trying to see us, what did they resist
Logic
with?
I think-
plus willpower, I
Yeah,
believe.
they're trying to believe or something that they saw you. It's weird.
Yeah. No.
I will still need a stealth roll from you guys. Just
Yeah, but that's to
it
make
just
that's
helps.
to not make noise. I don't have the silence spell.
Tom, I'm assuming you got chemical seal and fucking
3
gas
Be right back.
for stealth. Okay.
It's like full. It should seal it up.
All right, that's my stealth check.
Well, I succeed because I'm only gonna because I can't group cast. I have to cast this all individually. And
Yeah,
I feel
you
like
have to take -2 from each one, unless
Yeah.
you want some psych. I've got some psych.
oh no, I'm popping some psych anyway because it helps with my like with my drain and shit. But
I also take some psych.
that's fine. That's within acceptable limits right now.
Yep.
Fine.
You didn't ask for this. So you all turn.
And okay, so I took 2 stun damage overall, and I am just the most the least invisible out of everyone, basically.
Cool. So you you become translucent and transparent after a while, and as you move, you've got to make sure that you're not moving loudly. Like occasionally, the judge will clank a bit, and everyone just kind of freezes and looks at him because of his armor. So can I get everyone to roll me a stealth check?
A second one.
Did you already roll one?
4 hits as the above.
Hey, I got
Good
4
job.
hits. I'm all good.
And Tom rolled. He said he rolled 3 hits, I believe, for his stealth check earlier, because he's AFK. If you
Cool.
want me to re-roll, if you're not
That's
clear,
So as you guys are moving towards it, you hear one of the guards just do you guys both speak English in this?
I do.
Dude, I speak so many languages.
I'm native English, and I have 6 ranks in French.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm
So
native
you
English.
hear one of them say in a slightly British accent, "Wait, what was that noise? Did you hear that?" "No, I think you're imagining it." No, I definitely heard something. Check the area twice. I don't want anyone getting in this church. You know what they told us. And
Congratulations, checks the area twice. Can't see ship captain. Not collide with them.
did anyone get less than 3 hits?
No, Tom got exactly 3. I got 4.
He got 3. I got 4.
And Blue got how much?
4.
Cool. So you two make it into the church okay-ish. But the judge is having some problems. They're actually getting closer to him, and one of them sort of squinting and looking at where Tom is. Cool. So, Judge, you're in a bit of a sticky situation.
Yeah, he's
So you
AFK.
snuck
Oh,
across
okay.
the,
Never mind.
So you snuck across the road, except the Knight Errant guards
Fucking armor.
pretty fucking good at perceiving. And one of them heard something, and they're really jumpy. So they're looking around and double checking the area. And the illusion for you is barely holding up. It's sort of they're looking at one of them specifically is looking at your general area, and if you move, it becomes apparent that it's sort of like an active camo instead of an invisibility. So you're kind of perfectly still as he's just sort of staring through you. What do you guys want to do?
Fucking Bluey, throw a rock at a street light.
Can I do that?
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend it at a street light. I'd just
What?
recommend Maybe get some bushes to create some rustling.
Yeah.
So roll me throwing weapons.
The old it was a stray animal trick.
You can tell I've been playing a shitload of Deus Ex.
Edge.
Yeah, you probably want to do
Jesus
that.
Christ.
Because, like, if you didn't, you'd throw it, like,
There we
There
go.
we
at
go.
a wall in front of you. So you throw it, like, at the alley a street down. And immediately you just see all of them do a heel turn and just pull out guns and point towards
They
it and, like,
Just start firing in the direction. Like, just like all
They're not
five of them.
firing.
Just like
It's
see them
the
moving,
scene
like-
from Predator, but in France.
yeah, they just someone pulls out a minigun and just sprays down a wall for like 2 minutes straight.
you see them like use hand signals, like, and then they all just start like moving like a well-polished machine to that alleyway and like taking cover and being stealthy as fuck and actually operating really well. You're impressed, Hobo. They are almost if not better coordinated than some of the military endeavors you've seen.
It's
And
not
these are
hard.
like just police. So yeah, you get into the church and have to drop your mana barrier, like drop your invisibility as you go
That's
through the mana
fine.
barrier.
All right, down
And
to one
immediately
edge.
as you enter the church, I'm going to start playing some stuff. So make sure you got Roll20 and
No, I'm not getting this YouTube video flagged.
Oh, that's what we hear.
You guys can enjoy the. I have turned it off because I'm not getting flagged.
mostly sound effects. So you
I-
begin to hear this sort of like whispering and chanting and this strange noises, and there's a lot of there's a lot of voices, and it's coming from somewhere in the
I'm so
church,
immersed.
but you're not exactly sure. It's coming from like the back of it.
So right now, I'm gonna go into astral sight. Not bomb.
There is a background count of 8. It
That's
is
cool.
insane.
So we have no magic.
Yep.
Basically, there's just this huge like magical interruption field. There's just so much mana that if you were to channel it, you feel as if it would tear you to pieces.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. That's why we invested in
don't-
grenades.
I don't use astral sight.
Also, our fokies won't work, Bluey.
Oh no! Oh, my sword.
Yeah, this place is fucked.
Tom, should we just like start fucking bombing like the area with gas grenades?
No, we need to get sight of our targets because at the moment the
Right,
chanting is coming from the back. We can't actually see them yet.
Okay,
so-
I guess yeah we.
Yeah, and I'll
Alright,
describe
I'm
the
gonna
church a
pop.
bit better.
I'm
So-
popping some kamikaze right now.
Oh, not now.
Fair enough. So basically what the church looks like, it's a very, very old church. There's some stained glass in the windows, which look very beautiful, but very humble. And it's like rock and like it's basically medieval. And there's a big altar because sometimes mass is still held there, and the tabernacle, and there's like a wine glass and like a bunch of candles all around, and it's shaped not like a cross, but sort of like just like a regular oblong sort of building with a circular end. And in that circular end is where the altar is, and then like the altar is raised upon like a platform with a couple steps leading up to it, and then behind that sort of platform is another building where the priest prepares and like gets dressed and gets ready for a mass. And you just hear this whispering and chanting, just Domine Olodo. It doesn't sound like it's Latin, and it doesn't sound like any language you guys know.
That's cool with me. I mean,
Mm.
you know what they say. When in Rome.
But we're not in Rome.
Oh, whatever, Deus Vault, motherfucker. So there's just a whole bunch of people chanting and praying.
Yeah, but you can't see any of them there. They're not on the astral at all. They're somewhere in the vicinity of you guys because you can hear them like slightly muffled through walls or something, but you're not sure where they are.
We have to locate the entrance. Pop your peepers, boys, and let's.
It doesn't, but yeah, it sounds like they're a distance away. They're not sound like they're right next to us at all.
No, they're not invisible in the church.
Can I do
some
a
search checks.
like a tracking check to
Certainly.
follow movement?
100%, yeah, tracking, definitely.
that skill doesn't get used enough. I love it way too much, but
It is actually perfect here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck it, I'm gonna use my only edge because I don't care.
Yeah, it would totally work here.
5 successes.
Yeah,
So do you have night vision, like eyesight, or?
I don't believe I gave myself no.
Okay, so you're sort of walking around and like looking down, and then you're noticing that there's droplets of wax like along the like the church, and you start following them around. It's almost as if some people were carrying candles, and you go around, and then it leads you around to a picture of what looks to be the Virgin Mary, and the moon is right above it, so it's oh, by the way, I should say it's a full moon, and it's shining down directly through the stained glass window and onto the altar, specifically the cup of wine and a giant fucking Bible.
I don't understand. I look to Thomas and hope that his religious knowledge will pull together this puzzle.
if I had to, I'd say you could going down. But
I poke it with my foot. Like I try to move it with my foot.
It's a very like sturdy stone altar. Almost looks, it's marble actually.
Oh, that'd be heavy.
Yeah. So but as you approach it, you hear the chanting getting louder slightly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So maybe there's some mechanism
yeah, that would be my thought.
moving the altar. Okay, so I guess we should do some perception tests looking for
What passage of the Bible is it open to?
It is open to Exodus.
A coincidence. It's my favorite chapter.
I actually don't know anything about it. Please explain.
It's also like you see the book is handwritten in Latin.
Yeah.
Why don't you give it a read?
Yeah, I did.
Accidentally.
I said I read the book already, so
Yeah.
Cool. Yep. So you read the book aloud or to yourself?
to myself at first, and then
So-
probably not aloud.
Yeah. So it's a passage about like opening a doorway into heaven.
I'd probably say it out loud to translate it, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So I've
So,
been
like,
saying it in French.
In French, nothing really happens.
Mm-hmm. I ask the astral perceivers if this book has any emanations from it explicitly.
Magic passage. I don't think I can. It's an adept power, and I think all my adept powers are.
Gone,
See
yeah.
shit. We're literally blind. Our powers don't work in here.
Mhm.
So I quickly Googled it because I don't know the Bible off by heart, but it's Matthew 7:13. Enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it.
Okay. It's cryptic as fuck.
Mm-hmm. So the wine was just like set up. Is it wine in the cup?
There is no wine in the cup.
Is there blood?
No,
Is
but
it
it looks like it
is it
has
empty?
been drunk from recently.
Due to the psych in my system kind of buffing my intelligence, just kind of repeat what Thomas said, but in English, on some hope that there's some kind of ritual behind opening this thing.
Not in English, Dave.
Try it in Latin.
Tom's already said it he read it out in French.
Yeah, but not in Latin. It's written in.
Thomas, read it out in Latin.
Yeah, I read it out in Latin. Sure.
So silently and smoothly, the marble altar begins to move forward, and the noises start to become louder, and a glow appears from a passageway underneath. There's a stairway leading down and around. You begin to hear like noises and like someone like a scream and a moan at the same time.
Oh, cool. You guys ready to head down to the sex pits?
This sounds like Slayer. Slayer's like having a live band in this show. So they're playing Angel of Death at the beginning, like.
I was more imagining the people worshipping the sex goat god from Berserk in the cave. That's what I was envisioning. We're going to go down to.
Oh, God.
So yeah, let's head on down. Knights can go first because I'm literally useless.
Can I get a stealth roll,
assume
please?
Thomas. Yeah, I'll go first.
I wait patiently.
Yeah.
I'm not cool with this.
10.
I mean, I'm gonna go behind them, but if
Oh
they're
boy,
stealthing
3
out,
hits. I'm so ecstatic.
I'm playing with fire now. I have no edge left.
Whew. So Echo and Hades, you begin to descend lower, and you
first, by
hear
the
like
way.
the chanting of "Ye they ora Rama." That kind of thing. Like it's almost like a Gregorian chant, but in a language you don't understand. It's beautiful, and it's touching your soul, and it's emotive, and you don't even understand what it is. And you come to the landing underneath, and you see it glows from like red candles from around it. You also notice that there are 3 hooded red robes. Oh, there's more like 4, but like 3 hooded red robes left there, and like a bunch of red candles just like sitting around like sparesies.
Is that all we see? Like that amount of people? 4 people?
Not like these are just like clothing which haven't been worn yet. Like
I
this
guess.
is like, you haven't turned the corner to figure out what's behind the corner.
You turn
can I
the
peek
corner,
around the
I'll go
corner?
get Judge.
Can I peek around the corner with my snake?
You certainly can. So you turn around the corner and you see a circle of about 12 to 14 people in red robes, all holding like this large red candle which is burning away, and there's like wisps of energy going from like the circle they're in to the center. And in the center, however, you were kind of right, there's a woman and a man who are engaged in coitus, and the woman is having the man has a very large jagged
Penis.
dagger and is carving the shape of a rose into like the position above her chest, mid like act basically. And
It's cool.
he's chanting is like in this, and she's just like her eyes are rolling back in her head, and she's speaking in tongues, and it's freaky as fuck.
That's cool. Only Josh got to witness this because I was busy getting the Judge down here.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's our champion
I
grenade
said
thrower.
I followed on behind you guys. I let you guys scout ahead. I just went.
Yeah.
I just waited basically, so you guys could stealth. I'm behind you. I'm
Yeah,
just,
fair enough.
you know.
Cool.
So I guess we all make that logic leap of putting on those robes just because it might help.
Considering there's 14 of them, I was just going to say gas the fuck out of them.
Yeah, well, that's just like it's like, surprise, motherfucker! Pause the chanting on this like stream.
Surprise, motherfucker! The SS is here. Gonna
By the way, I
gas
should
them.
mention, the reason there are 3 left over is because you've killed 3 of their organization.
Yeah, I was about to say
It's not
that's...
because it's
Yeah.
3 of you here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, those robes wouldn't fit me in my full plate. I would just look at you.
Oh,
like,
God,
I can't
no.
wear them.
Exactly.
Um, Hades and Echo, probably not full plate, man.
Our stealth,
I'm in my full body armor.
yeah,
Probably not you.
our stealth ends here. It's time for the grenades to do their work.
Do you want? I'm gonna throw the first grenade.
I was gonna say try and do it together because then you can cover a large area, so there's nowhere to run.
I mean, yeah, if we sink it, yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right. I am rolling.
I got a 3, so that's a direct hit with the grenade to wherever I aimed.
Oh, I got one off.
Yeah,
one off.
the scatter isn't too bad though.
You roll what was it 1d8 meters? Was it 1d6? 1d6, I
Yeah,
think.
I should say it's
Minus
quite a
2.
cramped room, and as you guys sort of
Bounce.
enter it, like, boop, 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 they're chanting, and like the guy, and the woman in the middle, they're off in their own world. They do not see this, but like grenades being thrown in your feet, kind of obvious.
Well, they don't realize it until the grenade hits, and then it's like, oh fuck.
And then
basically, and you hear one of them, "Don't stop the chant!" As like this neurostat just all over the area and just sprays it, and like you go, "You're
Who's ready for a magic explosion? Because I'm not coming out of this corridor.
Fucking.
And they like,
does the background count disappear when this happens?
not really.
Oh, okay.
So you interrupt the chant, and you see like the wisps of energy that was going to the center just break, and they all just collapse down. And then you sort of see like this mana is just sort of there with nothing to go. Are you astrally perceiving at the moment, or
I can't.
We can't. We literally can't, Bob.
I think you can.
No.
Hobo. No.
Key folky don't work.
He can't.
Oh, it's a key folky. Fuck.
Yeah. So at this point, like the air begins to shimmer, and you hear this tearing sound, like the tearing of flesh, cardboard, shearing of metal, and just like ripping of fabric, all like distorted at the same time, as like the guy in the middle of it just kind of looks around and like directly looks into your eyes. He hasn't collapsed yet, and just says, "You have no idea what you have done," before he just collapses.
Lol, nerd. I know exactly what I've done.
What have you done?
Pink mode,
Well,
motherfucker.
Considering I've disrupted a fucking vessel ceremony, the energy has nowhere to go, and the being that we're probably entrapping inside of someone. So, considering it had to be done on the solstice, most magically attuned night of the year, I'm gonna take a hazarded guess and say something really bad, but I don't care.
You're not wrong, because the woman, she sort of like twitches and convulses, and you see her like mouth just kind of like twitch, and then like you see her jaw just fucking and dislocate, and out of her like jaw, two massive fucking pincers appear. Her body just contorts in pain as like you see wings made of spinal column and vertebrae and like thin flesh just start coming out. Her eyes like start multiplying as like new sort of like compound eyes start forming all around her. She screams in pain as like her ribs turn into small sort of like vestigial hands, and
Fucking knew it.
She just kind of looks at you and goes. I mean, I think
Fucking
I just
bug
take
spirits.
fours. I take knowledge, like I take fucking fours with my knowledge of spirits and know what it is. Unless I can, you want
You're
me
on
to roll it?
Kazi, aren't you?
And psych.
have you interacted with a bug spirit before? Because remember, this is before they were a thing.
True. Oh, maybe not actually. No, my whole thing was I was designed, I believe, against the Native American shamans. Like, as
I mean,
a
I
weapon
can roll
against them.
for it, but you know,
I've got 6 ranks in spirits. Though,
it's
so
not
I don't know.
hard to identify that it's a fucking bug spirit.
I mean,
Yeah, even then, like the bug spirits are very new. They haven't popped up.
Well,
You wouldn't have.
Make him roll the knowledge check and see if he gets high enough.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, no. If you get high enough, definitely.
maybe.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like 4 hits and more is like really rare obscure information.
Well, I got 4 hits.
He got 4 hits, so
Yeah.
he's good.
It's some sort of spirit which is inhabiting this poor woman, and it's taking the form of a wasp.
That's
Okay.
cool.
It's unlike anything I've seen before. That's strange.
Yeah, it also looks very fucking angry.
Oh wow, really? Perhaps it's a jump. Perhaps it's an African wasp and will chase us until we fucking die.
God, it's so annoying that there's such a background count.
There
Fuck
might
my life.
not be a massive background count now that it's gone into a body, though. That's the
This
thing.
is true. There's only a background count of 2 now, as it's like ripped through this reality with the energy that basically made the barrier between worlds thin as paper. And because like the chanting wasn't there, it's managed to rip its way through and take control of the vessel.
Well, I mean, like, if I was magically inclined and had to guess, I was going to say it was more like they were trying to harness and give it a proper host, because this thing looks more like a fucking hive mother than anything else, or at least a drone. But disrupting that kind of, you know,
I
fucks everything up.
now
And so they're
sense
only
it.
half complete, which is why she is half like a bug and half like a person.
I'm gonna sense it now.
Yeah, definitely. Meanwhile, everyone else roll initiative.
Hooray! I'm gonna get rid of. So that'd be
Well, I know everything about it.
4
So
ranks. So yeah, the power points that I'm getting rid of are just gonna be my pluses to hit.
Cool.
I'll still have my initiative.
So it is a Force 7 insect spirit, which is inhabiting this poor woman, and it looks nasty.
It looks unfriendly. Congratulations, though. If there's only a background count of 2, and your weapon foci are greater than Force 2, then you can activate it.
But it acts as a Force 3?
I
No.
don't-
Oh,
No.
It just acts as it is.
It doesn't get beaten, basically.
Basically, yeah. So all of my shit, which is all Force 1, now that's fucking my key foci won't work even with, and neither will my fucking power foci. They're only Force 1s. Which is fine with me.
No, that's a shit. I always roll really bad for initiative.
It sucks, eh? Did you remember to factor in both the bonuses from Psych and
Yep.
just the default ones
Yeah.
on base? Okay,
I did.
cool.
hmm
I got 24.
Cool, the judge goes first.
So the judge, you see this demon up in front of you. How do you smite its vile abomination?
Well, I mean,
Hit it.
I'm gonna hit it with my sword.
Deus fucking Vault, motherfucker.
Deus Volt bitches. I charge up to the thing, screaming with holy might. They're not as powerful as I'd wish I would be, but it's fine.
That's cool.
I'm gonna use Edge because I can.
Fair enough.
I got 10 hits,
Yay.
Jesus fuck.
and also remember it is a weapon foci, so fuck you, hardened armor. 9 damage, AP -3. Oh, 2. Sorry, not 3.
Okay, so you get 5 net hits.
14.
14 AP -3. Fucking hell.
Deus Vault, motherfucker.
Cool.
All right.
So you basically cut off like the left half of its body, and like it just sort of like falls down. It looks at you with this angry fucking look in its eyes. It's almost dead. Actually, basically what you do is you shoulder check the fucker, like Medieval Knight style, and while it's going down, you fucking slice it, and it's angry. So it, like, gets back up with, like, inhuman speed and looks at you, and then basically tries to rip your fucking head off.
Let me ask a question. When do wasps never look angry?
They look
When you
empty.
kill it.
Yeah.
That's a point.
When it doesn't have a fucking head.
Yep. And now it's its turn to try and maul you to death.
I hope it insta-kills you, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be real funny.
Gonna use its edge.
Okay.
As, like, one of it, but you know.
Well, I mean, like, it's angry. That seems pretty reasonable.
And, like, you know, it's sort of death throes, because, like, oh god, that was half of my body gone. I'm gonna murder this person. Cool. So 7 hits.
Okay. I'm probably going to parry then.
Yep.
Is that...
Drop my initiative by 5.
Oh, yeah.
So I get my ranks, which I have really high ranks in swords.
Including your foci.
It is
No,
trying to
no, not
actually
including my
bite your
foci.
throat.
Actually,
off
do
with
you
its
include your foci
mandibles.
for parrying?
I will allow it.
Because it's a
Just 'cause
spirit.
It's cool.
Allow it 'cause it's cool.
Yeah, I will allow it.
Rule are cool right here, right now.
I'm gonna roll. Oh, I'm gonna roll edge. To re-roll, I got 6 hits already, so I just need 1 more hit. So, yeah, I got 10 hits, but what's my physical limit? I think it's actually really high anyway.
It probably would be around there, yeah. Mine's
Well, is it limited to the accuracy of your sword?
true.
Not for dodging, no. I don't think
Parrying,
so.
not dodging.
Well, the accuracy of my sword is like 8 anyway. So
Yeah, so you,
Cool.
you make
So-
it.
So parrying, that doesn't allow a counter strike, does it? It just kind of blocks,
No,
right?
parrying is just if you want to do the other thing, it's riposte, which is strike it before it strikes you.
yeah, but I don't have the martial art for that. I never got it. 'Cause
I know,
So-
That's what I'm just saying. That's what I was asking.
So it leaps at you with like this fury in its multiple eyes, just trying to rip your head off with its like massive mandibles made of teeth and bone and jaw, and like you pull your sword up in like this massive maneuver, just blocking its face, cutting off one of its mandibles and kicking it back from you, giving you some breathing room. Echo, what do?
Lightning
Holy
bolt.
shit, it's spooky.
Lightning bolt! It takes 3 rounds for you to cast. Why? Wild magic. Damn it.
So,
Which
but
is,
your magic is down by 2, so...
So
Yeah.
you'll be throwing it into a melee combat.
It's ball or bolt?
Bolt.
Yeah, I was gonna home.
So if you miss, you will hit Thomas.
That's fine.
Worth.
Take it into calculations already. No limit. I mean,
Well, what was the force of the spell?
4-6 probably. Oh wait, no, we're
That's gonna be fizz damage.
Oh yeah, it is because that's actually no, that's still fine.
Yeah.
Because like it's force -3 of brain value.
Bug zapping the punk.
I mean, yeah, much.
So you basically like blast this like the judge is like standing tall with his like your sword in ready position, and the bolt of lightning just passes centimeters away from like your neck, and you feel like the hairs on the back of your neck just sort of like spike up, and just it hits the bug spirit directly in its like now it's sort of like thorax up, like as its lower half of the body has just sort of detached itself in like this Cronenbergian body horror disgusting thing, and it just hit it right there, and you just see the electricity pump through it and just blood and ichor splatters everywhere, and you're covered in it. It smells disgusting, like all the inside bits of a human are like roasted, and then adding some dark magic and blood, like evil shit to it, just splatters all over you. Thomas, your armor is just defiled by this amount of just crap which is in it now. It's still like just aesthetically gross, but still works perfectly fine.
God, I'm glad we're chem sealed.
Hades, can I have you roll me a audio perception check, Mr. Hunter?
Oh, sure. 3 hits.
You hear the sound of a man running above ground.
Well, can I go into a sprint? Do a running
Definitely
check?
can.
So that would be...
Catch that motherfucker.
Three hits.
Cool. So you sprint back upstairs and like look out the window of Virgin Mary, and you see a man quickly like tearing off a robe, racing towards a limousine outside.
Because I have 10 agility right now, could I catch him with with my running check?
You could catch him as he gets into the limousine. However, the others will not be able to.
Is he still in the cathedral right now?
He's outside. You have to, if you want to get to him, bust through the window and chase him down.
Listen, mate, that was never a problem.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I kind of want to.
Listen to the cars.
And I should probably also say this. Can I have you roll me a visual perception check?
Anyone say Yamatetsu employee?
3.
He is Lucas Blanc, the CEO of Yamatetsu.
Could I just throw my gas grenade? Oh wait, I only had the one. Never mind. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking with my newly found rage and being jacked with kamikaze. I'm just not gonna give a shit about anything. I just want to fucking get him.
I mean, so long as I can get out and get side of the vehicle, I can total that vehicle.
I'm not thinking about that.
I know, I'm just saying. Letting Bob know, because all I need is line of sight. Total that fucking limo.
Alright, so you want me to do another running check, or do I keep my...
Not because running is just running. So you basically just leap through the window and you hear boop, 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 as you basically break a priceless piece of art.
Yeah, as I'm I break through it by drawing my sword and hitting it with the hilt, so I have the sword ready as well.
Dude, you should throw the sword at him.
You break millions of dollars worth of priceless artifacts. Yeah. It just shatters all around you, and you're just like, must kill rage! And he slams the door shut at the limo, and you just fucking rip it open with a strength and ferocity, which just almost tears the door off its hinges. It sort of opens and slams and hits the limo, and he's just kind of looks at you with wide eyes. And
I'm at
says,
8 strength right now. Yeah.
He just says, You're meant to be dead!
Rip his ass out!
Yeah, I'm gonna say, well, you're dying before me, and yeah. I don't because no thought crosses my mind of just, oh, maybe I'll just keep him alive and question him. I'm just so caught up in the moment. I've just seen a fucking giant spirit thing explode. I want to kill him. I want to fight and kill him. So I'm just gonna fucking be awesome.
Yeah, and go for it,
man.
You can try.
I can try. Yep. So that's 23 dice.
Yep, definitely.
To the terror, Gellerville's on and man to survive.
5 hits.
So reacting with absolutely inhuman speed, you thrust your sword where his head was. However, he pivots his body just enough to like shoulder blade it into the the limousine cushion, and you feel your like thrust go through the back of it and like into the boot. He then like follows up with a kick to your chest and will enter the combat.
All right. So roll initiative.
Yeah, so you're fine.
Oh,
He's just gonna, yeah, he's fucked.
Wait.
Oh man, guy who ran a genetic operating facility and made clone soldiers is also fucked up good.
I got 20.
If everyone else wants to roll me initiative, that'd be great.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, sure. 22.
So he looks at you with like rage in his eyes, and then says, "I knew I should have killed you." And he like basically pulls a knife from his pocket and throws it at your head.
So reaction plus intuition.
Yep, reaction plus intuition to dodge.
Wait, what? What the fuck? Oh, it's because I added 9.
Plus
Sorry.
9. Yeah.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
5 successes. Cool. So he's not gonna kill you with this. Check how much a throwing weapon does. It is
Not a lot.
strength plus 1. Strength plus 1. Still pretty powerful. So this is 10 stun damage to you, minus 1 to your AP.
Alright, so
By the way, I should also mention it is now raining.
oh, that's
Oh.
shit.
Oh, thanks, bro. I always wanted to fight in the Matrix.
That's so annoying. Ugh. Alright, I take 7 points of stun damage.
So the knife like hits you directly in like the faceplate of your armor, and like you feel your neck just like fling back with the force of like almost if you've been shot by a bullet. That's how strong it is. And like you see like as he does that, his muscles sort of engorge, his blood goes to him, and he actually starts like ripping like out of his suit that he was in because he's like activating some sort of cybernetics or bioware. It's not sure. He's fucking buff though. The judge, you hear a crash of glass above you, and just you hear the Hades go and like screaming. And if you've heard that, Knight Errant probably fucking heard it too.
I mean, what was happening when Blue ran away? Why didn't I follow? Was there a reason? Was I doing something?
What's your agility?
5.
Okay, because he's fucking insanely fast.
Oh, okay,
he's-
cool. I mean,
he's-
I
he's
would have
agility-
started following if there was no one else to murder.
I'm at 10
Otherwise, I'd
energy
be
right now.
mutilating more people here.
Well, he reacted basically when you guys were still fighting the bug, but you killed the bug, so he heard a noise and ran around
What
outside.
happened to the other followers? The
They're
other
not
followers?
conscious on.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
cool. Yeah,
some,
I'm just
some
gonna
of them
run
might
after
be
Blue.
dead.
then.
Giant bug spirit coming into existence.
So moving 20 meters if I run. I don't know if I'll get there in time to
Yeah,
help
you-
or get there.
You'll get there, but you won't get there in time to be in melee combat. If you want to, also, it's like a fight in a limo, so there's very little line of sight. But you can still like get there and see Bluey just like his head just like jerks back with a knife in his helmet. You're not sure if he's dead or not. He seems to be
Probably,
moving, but like
Like the impact of like a bullet hitting like helmet, like and it cracks across
So
the street,
is-
like
So the dude threw something from a limo.
yeah, into Bluey's like face. The helmet took most of the blow, but like you have whiplash like crazy at the moment.
That's probably why.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm going to say a quick prayer, and then my blade will be engorged with flames. And yeah, that's it.
Fucking sick. All right, Hades. You see the judge at But no, Hades is you. So yeah, he just threw that at your face. You're
That's-
angry.
Yeah, that I've fucking. The only thing I can do is retaliate and hit him in the head with my sword.
Bluff.
With a -1 because of pain. Yeah, I have no edge, so whatever. Yeah, 7 successes.
Ooh.
Critical.
Oh.
So,
So this is, he's going to use his 1 point of edge to avoid this. Like all my
My
own.
top 10.
So my
Oh,
NPCs
okay.
tend to have only 1 point of edge. If that's holy shit. Okay, so basically what happens, because it's badass. So as he's like thrown the knife into your head, he's jumped out of the limo and is trying to run away from you. But as he's jumping through you, your sword just like hits him in the ribs as he turns. Like he doesn't predict your like sword, yeah. So he tries to dodge it, but it hits him in the small of the back and flings him into the ground. How much damage are you looking at doing?
So 7 strength, 12 base damage, AP -5.
That's fucked.
Welcome to Highlanders.
Yeah, man. Took restricted gear just for it.
That sword's so good.
Chink! Boom! You basically cut his leg off, and it's spurting blood everywhere until it stops very quickly, like the bleeding, like unnaturally stops spurting out. And he doesn't even scream at that. Like he barely even registers that as a feeling. Echo, what's your agility?
I wasn't going after they can sort that out. I need to sort out who's who down here.
Okay, so you can sort of tell that the woman who turned into a bug spirit was Fleur.
It was the new cabinet minister.
New Minister of Interior. You're seeing a bunch of faces that are like nobility and like mega corporate leaders and politicians, rich people in general. This looks like it's basically the entire coven coming together to initiate new members into the flock, because you kind of killed most of them. I mean, 3 of them. And in a group of like 12 people, that's huge.
Dupont's not here.
Dupont is not here, no. Alright, so you spend your
That's what I spend my turn
combat
doing.
turn.
A whole 6 seconds.
Well, it's just a general look over the faces of people, so...
So he looks around at you, screams in like anger, jumps back into the limo and screams an activation word, and the limo starts to like drive on autopilot. And it just and starts driving off. Judge, what do you want to do?
How fast is it driving?
Can he catch
Currently
it?
driving at speed 3, so it's moving.
What's its acceleration though?
It's moved about 20 meters.
Oh, I can easily make that shit.
Yeah.
So you terminate a run there, like
Full play, like, oh my god.
Hey, dude, who doesn't
Yeah.
want to do a good old Terminator 2 run?
Can I have you roll me gymnastics plus agility? Because that'll allow you to jump into the moving vehicle.
Yeah, I'm going to attack the. I mean, I'm going to make a sprinting action so I get the extra movement.
Yep.
Sorry. Okay. I got 5 hits, so that's 10 extra meters.
So yeah, if you want, make a agility plus gymnastics test to basically jump into the moving vehicle. Because the door's still open. It's sort of like flailing around there because
I
Broke
kind
as
of
fuck.
ripped it open.
yeah, you've kind of ripped half of it off.
Well, I'm assuming I can get to where he's sitting in the car, and I'm just gonna like plunge my sword in and attempt to cut him up.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Okay, cool. Should I use my last point of edge?
I mean, if you want to steal the victory from Bluey, yeah.
Yeah, huh?
I'll just attack normally because I'm rolling. Am I still getting that -2 background count?
We're outside the
No.
church now.
You're way out of the church now, so
Yeah,
you're
I assumed.
Oh, cool. I get shit. What's my plus 8 now? Sorry, I gotta work it out. 28 or something? No, 25.
Bluey's getting robbed of his arm of his chance for vengeance.
You both kill spirits better than me. You fucking. Ugh. It's fine.
I don't kill spirits better than you
7
actually. I
hits.
just happen to go.
okay. Yeah, no.
AP -6 because it's fire damage. So
He doesn't take wound penalties because he's fucked like that. But yeah, no, you basically plunge the sword through his heart, and then he like looks at you with this rabid look in your eye and says, "You don't know what you've done."
He turns into a bug spirit like the other one.
No. He just says like, "You've doomed us all," and he just collapses. And then like the computer in the limousine says, "Mr. Blanc, are you okay? Do you require me to call you an ambulance?"
the sword then
Platinum
goes
level.
into the dashboard.
Platinum level fucking dog wagon come in, just.
It wouldn't be Doc Wagon, it would be Crash Cart. Yeah, so go through the dashboard and like that's not where the computer is. But
My character doesn't know computers at all. do he?
yeah, it goes beep 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 beep. Damage sustained to right hand, back door, and dashboard. Please refrain from doing so. If you're in an accident, Knight Errant can be called.
Warranty
Returning
is now
to-
void.
Returning to garage in Yamatetsu headquarters.
Probably would
It'll- it-
get out of the
It
car.
also mentions that it starts talking about the security clearances it has and the fact that it can get through most of the security clearances.
I dive into the car because isn't it driving at the moment though? Or
It is
stuck?
driving at it's driving at the moment.
No, but we can't get there fast enough. Declan's not fast enough. I mean, Bluey could get there, but Declan couldn't.
I mean, if Bluey carried Declan,
Declan's not even here.
He's down below, man.
you're fucked.
No, my character doesn't go in because there's no way.
Actually, Declan, do you have spirits?
None that I've bound, no, because too much of a hassle, and I didn't want to bring spirits into the game.
I mean, you can summon one and cast movement on you.
I
I
mean,
mean, isn't kind of what's in front of us more important than Yamatetsu? I mean, not for Josh, of course, but
no, my character stops anyway. Bluey doesn't hear this. My character doesn't see a way. He wouldn't do it. And plus,
Alrighty.
it's meta knowledge on Hobo's side, man. He doesn't know this is happening.
That's true. Yep, fair enough.
And again, like, even if I did, my character's focused on his mission, and his mission's in front of him.
Do you want
We
to
have,
grab the
like-
corpse of the guy out before, like,
I'll
gets in?
attempt to. Do I need to make a check? Because I'm like running
Um,
next to a car right now as it's accelerating.
roll me gymnastics and agility?
Yeah. Four hits.
Yeah, so you rip the guy out because he's like half a body at the moment, and yeah, you can probably pat him down for keycards, identification, passwords, PDA, all the really good shit that you kind of need, and then
Mhm.
fucking bail fast.
Yeah.
Also, you probably just as an outside thing, we can do the Yamatetsu Assault like next week, but you probably want to do it tonight, as in like in game tonight,
Yeah.
because
Yeah. Wait,
No
In-
edge recovery
in-game
or
world,
healing.
but I gotta go. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, you gotta
That's
go.
why I said
But, like-
in-game world, and
Yeah.
next week.
because you're basically halfway to Yamatetsu. They haven't heard their boss is dead yet.
We call
what about the Night Errant response? Because didn't we just burst out the front of the church murdering people?
Oh yeah. They're coming quick. So you
Steal that limo.
want to be moving soon.
Cool.
I mean, you could steal the limo and like turn it around and like take manual control, and then get in and then drive if you wanted.
I mean,
It's a bit late now. I've already pulled them out.
That's true.
fucking, and I guess we want our distraction smart link explosion gun thing to go off.
Yeah, so
Am I right?
you hear like 2 explosions and like gunfire just blasting away, and you hear like you hear helicopters and just like whoa, 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 like goons just coming in everywhere. Yeah. So if you get to Yamatetsu soil, Knight Errant can't do shit. Yamatetsu can, but Knight Errant have no jurisdiction there, so they literally can't do anything.
Whoa.
So it's kind of actually, weirdly enough, a safe haven, as well as being, oh god, this is horrible, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Hobo, do you have heal?
Yes, I do.
Thank God.
I'm just wondering what we're gonna do with all these fucking cultists.
I know, right?
We could judge them.
We can, but like
Later.
we
You could
we
just,
need
like,
to know.
fucking-
We need to know things, and we kind of.
Well, I mean, I assume the dude
My
in the
character
center was
especially
the
needs to
main
know what the fuck
target.
is going on with these bug spirits.
The dude in the center is the real one. But then again, we're drawing them all away from you, and you could just like make your escape with him, and it's just Tom and I left into the Yamatetsu thing.
And we just run into Yamatetsu and fucking cut shit up.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
fucking-
if you guys
yeah,
want to do that,
the
like,
2 sword bros against.
can
I don't
just-
give a shit. I'll die.
The thing is, you guys
I'll
can just
die
comment in the
final
com link
session.
and say that, like, we're going to Yamatetsu to take the heat off you.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. To be honest, like,
Yeah, that sounds good. In like a not good kind of way.
oh, you know, I'll totally die. I don't care.
I mean, like, during this distraction, I can always just rip through quickly the minds of these people while they're unconscious to see who's actually relevant for taking as well.
Yeah, totally, man, if you
Because
wanna
the
do
guy in
that,
the
like-
center may not have been like, because while he was partaking in the thing, he may not actually be like the best person to take.
Well, I mean, the thing is that
He's also dead. Like,
Yeah, well,
he's in the center
he's
and, like,
well, no shit, he's
exploded.
dead. He was right next to the bug spirit when it fucking burst out. He probably died when it was transforming.
yeah, effectively.
I mean, you can just kill up like one solid answer out of all of them anyway by killing them with the mind probe anyway. Yeah, because their tattoo thing.
Yep.
Yeah, one by one.
Yeah, just make them answer a question and kill them, and then just move on.
I mean, I can totally do that now if you want, or we can do it next
I mean,
session.
like the
That's already
Yamatetsu
mine.
bros can disappear if they like, because like they're now.
Yeah.
It's now the Sword Bros go on the Sword Bros Yamatetsu Adventure Hour.
We'll die together, Thomas.
Good. I want to die. Alright, I'm off, guys. You guys can
Gotcha,
continue
man.
if you want later.
Yeah, I'm like, since Hobo's separate from us, Tom can go back and watch the video.
So can you think? It's like my first and most immediate question is to like rip out any information they have about bug spirits, but I feel like I need to pick more carefully than just. So I don't exactly have time to make my rounds and be like asking a lot of questions. I mean, like,
I'm not there.
fucking fuck you. You can help meta anyway.
Yeah, fine.
Don't do this dickish shit to me. I was gonna buy you a Harambe fucking statue I saw in a store. I'm not doing that shit now.
Bro, I've already got a Harambe figurine. That
No, no, this was like life size, man.
I don't want to deal with that. Please
Yeah,
don't
no.
give that to me.
Please don't do that. But yeah, because first things first, gonna gather up all their electronics, which they probably have on them, like their comm links and shit, and throw that into my bag because that's
Actually, they
useful.
don't have anything technological.
Fuck
on them.
you, Bob.
It looks like the guy who piss bolted early because he got alarmed early when the doorway opened because he was a cunt.
Because he was a coward.
And he's like, I'm just gonna bail. Because he doesn't want everyone to stop chanting, but he knows like, oh shit, the people that are assassinating our order are coming.
Little do we know we're the bad guys.
Well, I mean, considering we don't actually know what they were doing with that bug spirit, but like, regardless of what they were doing with
that's
it,
pretty evil. It's pretty.
No, I know, but like, because like they could be trying to stop the bug spirits, or they could be trying to like just use the bug spirits as an energy source, which is more what I'm leaning towards. Considering they have a lot of powerful artifacts, but don't seem to be like very bug spirity, and are all like, you've doomed us all. My thoughts are more they were just using the bug spirits as an energy source rather than like actually taking them in and letting themselves be possessed and eaten alive. And that the seals and shit were probably restraining, which is why when we stopped it, it went out of control. That's just the theory of a budding magician, though. And cannot be concluded or ratified in a fucking scientific paper.
Yet.
I mean, I'm not going to publish it. Who would even fucking believe me? They all thought I was crazy when I told them Chicago was next. Anyway, let's just mind probe about Marie Dupont's then, because that's the person with the most blocked memories of her is probably going to be the best person to grab. Unfortunately, I can only take one person with me.
Yeah, cool.
Unless
what?
I may have physical barrier, and I may be able to put them inside of a floating dome of physical barrier, and just because you can move physical barrier with your mind, just carry them away.
That is true, but it's slow.
Oh no, it's only slow depending on what force I cast it at.
What force were you thinking of casting it at?
Probably one that was dangerous to my physical, but not caring anyway.
Is it still a background count?
There is still a latent background count of 2 in
That's
that
fine.
area.
I have very good spellcasting. I'm less concerned. Let me see. So I have a physical track of 10, so I could cast it at force 10 and still survive. I imagine that would go pretty quick.
Yeah.
And like Neurostun, they're going to be out for a while.
By the way, Neurostun disseminates in like a minute.
Yeah, no,
Does
like
not have full chemical sealing.
Well, I have to wait a minute for it to fucking pass, but I assume that kind of happened already because of the whole car chase and the bros being bros.
To be fair, like, you knocked them out and then Bug Spirit happened and you just kind of ran and stabbed him and ran off. I kind of forgot who had Chem Seal and who didn't.
I mean, I think we all.
I mean, like,
again, 2 weeks downtime.
I don't think it would have been hard to procure a full seal, that's all I'm saying.
It's not.
And it's not like I didn't have the lack of money. I could have literally paid like 8 times more for something with a basic seal on it. I had that much fucking money. So let's Derek and Josh put them all up in the fucking magic dome and then carry them through the sewers.
Wait, do you have physical barrier?
Yeah, I do.
You could.
Because then we don't have to pick and choose. Because then we literally get all of them, and then the Decker helps me put them in a fucking van, and we just tie them up.
That's funny. Yeah, you could. Yeah, that's hilarious.
You think it's?
I think it moves it. I think it can move it like 4 meters per second or something as well.
That's what I mean. If I cast it at fucking force 10, it's going to be moving it like 10 meters
a second.
Pretty fucking
which
good.
Which is a like Olympic athlete 100-meter sprint speed.
Yeah, I'm probably going to cast at force 8 because I still think like 8 meters a second seems pretty decent. Well, I only need to cast it at the force that which I will be moving. And my movement is... Oh jeez, where's my fucking move? Oh, I only move like 4. God, I move at 4 and 8, which I believe is 4 meters. So I literally could just cast it at fucking force 4, and it would move the exact same speed that I do.
But like, say you started doing running checks.
Oh, that's true, which is 8. So just cast it force 8, because then it'll.
You do kind of want to roll running checks because you're kind of in the middle of a shitstorm at the moment, and
Yep.
It's pretty.
Remember,
No, that's an
closest-
obvious thing.
closest way to the sewers is on the other side of the street where Knight Errant are freaking the fuck out.
Wait, but
So
its
you can-
radius is limited to your force, isn't it? You don't have the meta magic to shape it, do you?
I believe you can just make a physical barrier in any shape you. I can just choose for it to like a sphere, and they're just inside the sphere.
More like a cup, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, like you can do cup as well. I just wasn't. As far as I was aware, you weren't limited to exactly shape.
I thought it was
I'm
like
not
an
gonna do
area
it
spell.
before.
Yeah, it'd be stupid.
And I can just do it in a cup, and then I can even sit on it, and then I can go as fast as it goes. Anyway.
Yeah, you could.
That's kind of
How to get-
amazing.
How to get past levitate? Do it with physical barrier.
And then I could just go up and above the fucking heads of those guys who are busy doing things.
And it
Catch-
also shields you as a physical barrier.
Exactly. Catch me now, faggots.
You're literally. Yeah, I mean, they would catch you if you didn't fly over buildings.
Well, I mean,
I mean, they do have helicopters.
A helicopter. would
have the
fuck you
helicopters
up.
arrived yet? Though is the question.
Yeah, we heard them already.
Inbound.
They're inbound, so
You're literally running at a 10, like force 10 is like running at sprinting speed.
fuck it, doesn't matter. I was casting it. It's cast force 8 regardless. Now I got to resist. It's
pretty
pretty
slow.
fantastic.
Oh, and that's gonna be physical, baby.
It's
Yeah, I
force
don't
plus
care. I
one,
have more.
yeah.
I actually have more on my physical track right now than I do on my stun track.
It's 9 physical damage you're resisting.
I'm resisting 7 physical. Casting it
I thought it was
8.
4. I'm pretty sure it's force plus 1.
Force -1.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. It just hurts my soul a little. Take 4 damage. Cool.
A bit more than little.
Listen, man, it's fine.
So you're pushing yourself and like, oh,
Well, I kind of need to because again, we don't know who these like how many of these guys are important, and the more people we have to question, the better it'll go. So, and it's not like I can't just now exit and fly in another direction where the Knight Errant aren't, because they're all converging on one place. I can literally just go the other and then go over some fucking buildings and then down back around. It's not exactly hard.
yep. You may get spotted though, because that's a little bit fucking conspicuous as shit.
Listen, mate, if you want, I can cast fucking improved invisibility on all this shit as well.
I would like you to actually do that, please.
Depends how many times I have to cast invisibility, actually.
I mean, if you want to hunt all the bodies,
Mm. Yeah.
that each an individual body, like
There's
they'll
too many
need
of
a
them.
check.
Fuck that. We'll just roll with it. Worst comes to worst, I'll just throw a fucking lightning bolt and burn edge.
I am your god now.
Yeah, I'm becoming Zeus in this motherfucker. So out we go. What sort of checks would you like me to make to avoid being seen?
Stealth.
Oh, Joey, the worst of my skills. Yep.
Oh. You don't have edge left, do you?
One hit.
Yeah, I have 1 point of edge, but I can't spend it because if I want to burn edge, I have to. I need to have a point of edge.
Though, if you burn edge for this check, they wouldn't catch you.
Yeah, no, I burn edge for this check. Done.
Fuck. All right. Yeah. Right.
Everyone's
And you like fly your fucking
Somehow
your
magically.
magical sack of bodies.
Please, Bob, me and my magic carpet of bodies.
Oh, it's beautiful.
This is a truly magical moment. Where you just say, fuck it, it's easier if I burn Edge. It removes all the complications.
No, Bob's just like, damn it.
Fucking glorious.
I call our employer and say we're gonna need a bigger holding cell.
You don't get a reply.
Not right now.
But I don't have a number.
No, I think
you
she
call her, but she's not replying to your phone calls. Maybe
I
it's
think-
because you're a terrorist at the moment.
Fuck
And
you.
It's
like-
also,
Phones?
I imagine it works off a system of you call them and then they call you back on an anonymous line type thing.
Also probably
like you call them on a burner.
Cool.
Like that's
Anyway, I dropped the message in the way that I need to.
you'll get an orphan somehow. Somehow a city managed to not see this.
Yeah, and I float down gracefully with my amazing stealth skills, and then ungracefully just dump everyone in the back of the van, tipping the barrier and cup.
Actually, that makes sense. Just chucking them all into like the van in the sewers, and then just going la 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 la.
Yep.
And yeah, and then like Parker just turns around and says, "Jesus."
Yeah.
Gets back into the van, and, like drives away.
I say I found your new legs.
15 pairs of them.
No, it just means he has a choice. And with that, we have successfully completed a difficult mission.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked. Like, I
This
keep
is-
forgetting how fucked you guys are against spirits. Just
Combat characters
you
gone.
dick.
No, it's
Yeah, when
Bob,
you said
it's
4-7, I was like, whatever.
It was, Bob, the simple thing was combat characters gone combat.
I was gonna say like Force 9, but I'm like, nah, it's a bit too fucked. Force 8? I'll
Well,
go
like,
Force 7.
The only thing that makes it fucked is the hardened armor, but we go straight through that shit.
And the fact that they hit hard.
They can cast spells.
Hard.
Like
Yeah.
when Bob said it was just gonna bite him, I'm like, thank God it's not nuking us into oblivion with acid.
Yeah, we're so lucky that Tom got to go first as well.
So
Like, basically
yeah.
almost one hit it.
Well, that was a Force 7 like soldier, and they don't actually have magic.
Oh, thank God.
Animal control, astral form, fear, hive mind, inhabitation, natural weapon, which is Force plus
Ooh.
2, a sapience, and then they've got concealment, binding, magical guard, noxious breath, and a weapon skill. So you can give them like assault rifle skills.
Cool. I am also going to fucking with that message of I need a larger workspace. In the message that we're going to our lovely employer, request a fucking meeting because some major developments have just occurred. Very urgent major fucking developments, actually.
Yep, you can request it. You're not sure when you'll get a response.
Yep. So, like,
If it helps, I title the message with that fucking red font that says urgent and then flag it as urgent.
it's gone pretty,
Straight into the
pretty-
spam filter.
pretty pink mohawk, wouldn't you say?
I mean, not really. We didn't have to
Tom and
nuke
I-
it. We didn't have to nuke an entire patrol of fucking knight errant and then like also nuke
Yeah,
down a
true.
helicopter. But I'm just
You
saying,
did
we've
it, like, perfectly, but... like, they go into the cathedral and they're like, where is everyone? And what happened?
this is why we should have brought in incendiary grenades.
Yeah, how did you guys find that session?
That's pretty fun.
That's pretty good. Are you looking forward to having to do 2 more sessions, Bob?
Nah, it'll be just one.
I don't know that, Bob. Gotta wrap up.
Interrogation.
Gotta wrap up Yamatetsu. Gotta wrap up interrogation. Gotta wrap up Bug Spirits and Mary DuPont. Got a lot of wrapping up to
All
do.
the plots are starting to come together.
All roads lead
Really
to Mary DuPont. say her name.
I mean, like, yeah, it's sort of like it's kind of sort of true, because like she is the center of this whole thing. I'm kind of really interested to see
You know,
how you
in the
guys.
beginning, I said to myself, if it's fucking bug spirits, I swear to God. And then tonight happened, and I was like, we went so long without it being bug spirits. God fucking damn it. Then I put on my Starship Troopers helmet. Said, let's fucking squash some bugs.
I don't want to see anything alive with more than 2 legs down there.
Anyway, thank you everyone who joined us. YouTube. Next time.